Okay, okay. You may notice I'm on earlier than usual. That is because I'm fairly certain I'm going to be spending all this session in one battle. So I figure I'll try to get it done early. Uh, no guarantees. I did some checking though, and near as I can tell, from my very limited experience with the fucking tool set, I am supposed to kill her, and I don't seem to see any way around that or to trigger her into being hostile. So I guess just get to do it. Fun, but that's for later. Right now, I'm getting everything set up. Fuck, this is gonna be painful. Oh well, you get to watch me suck at combat repeatedly. That said, I did do one thing, which I will show you when the 5 minutes are up. You have 4 minutes. Yes. Hello, Jonathan. Have fun. Don't worry, you won't be missing much, even if you're a little late coming back. I'm usually not on this early. It's quite luxurious. Maybe I'll start coming on at 9:30 more often. By the way, well, there's an ad break going on, so you probably can't hear me anyway. But I highly recommend checking out A Vector of Change and some other folks who, there we go, are doing a trapeze fundraiser. Probably much more rewarding to watch than watching me suck at this thing for a while. The trapeze are pretty nice folk, I think, and they do some good stuff. Hmm. All right. Oh dear Lord, I just read something that has to be a parody. I really hope it's a parody. Okay, well, I'm gonna let that be and watch my countdown some more. Oh shit, sorry. There I go. I got distracted by something and well, anyway, let's get started. Now, you'll notice a change or two to my character when I log back in. You didn't. You just got here. Oh, fuck. Gotta remember the way that my volume's hooked up now. Let me know if anything is too loud or too soft, because I do need to lower it just a little bit. Fuck, okay. Alright. You did not. Now, the catch is, I am at the end of this module I've been playing. A Halo of Flies, which has been excellent. A nice atmospheric horror module. Very, very fun. The catch is that it ends with a pretty awful boss fight that I am not equipped to handle. I am the recommended levels. Well, we'll see if I ever get there. That's the problem. But there was a lovely mystery. I found my ally murdered. I had to fight the cultist. Oh, it was quite fun. The catch is, though, what I have coming up, this is going to take a few attempts. Now, for anyone who's, mostly for YouTube fans, such as there, who's watched, you might see I'm a little bit more armed, and I'm also not level drained anymore. That's because I reloaded an old save and did a bit more exploring to make sure I wasn't missing an obvious alternate solution. I was not. Hire an adventurer friend. Oh, there's a thought. There's a thought. I don't know if this could be done in multiplayer. That's an interesting thought. But there might be a way or two around it. I did some practicing last night, and I actually came close once or twice, but I did not actually get there. Anyway, though, I am slightly more armed on account of I have this sash of shimmering and boots of reflexes, which I bought while I was back in town, hoping that they will make a slight difference. But now I get to just figure this shit out. Now, I do need to optimize my spells again. Unfortunately, Fireball is pretty much not that useful against this person, though it's not terrible, but I think Haste will actually be more useful. And Ghostly Visage, I definitely need. Well, you get to watch me suffer. That's the thing, Jonathan. You get to watch me suffer. Good fortune with that. Now, the one thing I know I have to do to make this even remotely a chance at surviving it is I have to go to the right. Actually, first, let's go see what I'm dealing with. Hello, Azag. Azag is trying to open the portal of Pandemonium. This is the big Lovecraftian finale. Sorry for the spoiler, by the way. That's true, I do have to drink the buff potions, but I also have to time this correctly, so that could be interesting. And there's a spider on the floor of my room. That's a big fucker. Cat does not seem to notice, so I'm going to pretend that I don't see it, and we're gonna deal with that another day. Alright, unfortunately, Azag,
You have my attention.
you are persistent to the point of absurdity. The 7 are no more. I've dealt with the last of them. How little you understand me, Sebastian Elilester. All humanity is dust to me. The 7 have served their purpose. That is enough. It is a great voice back. Hello, Starbeast Twitch. I think so. It works very well for a demoness-possessed sorcerer. I still live. And what hope do you have against me, little man? You're hardly more than a novice, even by the standards of your own kind. I come from the unspeakable realms beneath. I am millions of years old. Before man, there's Azag. After Azag, nothing. How much longer can you maintain that shell of flesh? Your skin is already showing signs of rot. Maggots burrow holes in your cheeks. Long enough. The barrier between planes already begins to wear thin. Soon it will rend and tear open. Reality will melt. Time and space will buckle and collapse on itself. Chaos and destruction will reign over all. And if that's true, why do you let me live? because it amuses me to know that you will stand by and watch the end of the world, because your eventual destruction is already a fact. Accomplished and absolute. I'm doing well. I'm just gonna die a whole lot of times. Like last time, only more so. Alright, so now is a good time to get some of this up. Because I have to kill her. And yet, she has far more magic ability than I do. So, I'm gonna go find myself a fucking auto attack undead that I also cannot kill. And we're gonna go from there. Sadly, all the stuff in this room is decorative. I was hoping there's a trap I could use, but there's only one trap I can use. Oh. Bye-bye. Hello. So, my goal is to get the evil wizardess here. Well, sorceress. Well, sorcerer technically, but, you know. Female demon, male human body. Whatever. To use up most of her magic before I get killed. I once did it. While practicing this, I once got her to finish up with all of her magic.
Feel my wrath.
Alright. Now I just need to be really fast. Because between us... Now, the Guardian Mummy, I can't kill myself. Unfortunately, the Guardian Mummy is not powerful enough to really do anything to her. But sometimes they can get her down pretty good. Now, the catch is she's got like a shit ton of heal spells too. So, the more of her high-level spells she uses now, the better. As frustrating as it is. Because I have to live. I don't want to... I'm worried about calling up a summons yet because I don't want it to hit the mummy. I need the mummy to live as long as possible. So, I am trying to be strategic, and that is not my strong suit. Why do I have to walk that far to do a summon spell? Really, you fucker? Alright, there we go. Alright, see, Azag is still barely injured. But the mummy's actually lasting longer than I expected, so that's good. Maybe we'll get lucky. Probably not this time. This is going to take a few attempts, I'm pretty sure. But I am slightly better armed, so there's that. I mean, I suppose worst case scenario, I could try to up my level 1, but I'd rather not treat. More than I usually do, anyway. Shit, there goes my fucking... But she used the chain lightning, so that's a good sign. I don't think she's got more than one of those. Oh, there we go. So now I get to run away. Fuck. And use a lot of potions. Fuck. See? Too slow. Alright. Told you this is going to take a while. Now this is one that if I do get somewhere, I might end up incrementally saving in between. Actually, let's do a hard save here because my prior hard saves are a while back, and if I end up saving in the wrong spot, that's gonna fuck me over. So. No. Okay, well, anyway. This was a great module to play thematically after playing Excrucio Aeternum, which is what I first played, well, Elysia Aeternum with Sebastian. But unfortunately, I would probably recommend not playing a sorcerer in this part. Or at least maybe being a little higher level than recommended. At least if you play like I do. Alright, anyway, let's go through this. And I'm gonna quick save, and then I'm going to arm myself up. Use the other staff, which is actually a pretty good staff. Invulnerability myself. I keep forgetting to fix my my spells. sleep works on nothing. I do not know why I have sleep as a spell, but it's yet to be useful in any module I've played with this character. There's too many undead in horror modules. Now, you also may notice that I am barely dressed, but there is backstory reason for that. And it's actually a +2 robe, so. Alright, anyway, let's see. Time to die again. And again, and again. Hello. I forgot to haste. That's alright. If I get out of the way, I can haste afterwards. The problem is, once we get to a certain point, if she's also a better fighter than I am. So that's why I would prefer not to use up my spells. Now, she's also got Minor Globe of Invulnerability herself, and thus Magic Missile and first level spells don't work on her, which is really fucking frustrating. So I'm stuck pinging her to death. Even without spells, I'm still pretty fucked. So I'm trying to avoid using my summons until then. There might be a chance to run the hell out of here, I'm wondering, but we'll have to see about that. Alright, so I would... Oh good, she used the Cone of Cold. That's a nice one. I do like that. So... if I don't start fighting her now... It's still a human form, though, yes. Yes, she is killable. It's just not necessarily by me. But the sonic arrows have been very helpful because I can at least ping her some. The catch is she's got heal spells, so I gotta be careful. I want her to use all of her spells against the mummy, but the mummy's not doing a great job this time. So, we'll see about that. The mummy I don't think is gonna survive as long this time. There's a lot of RNG in my tactics here. Don't shoot the mummy, Sebastian. Yep, see, healed once. But, on the plus side, having used the heal spell, the more heal spells they use, the fewer higher level spells they can plague me with. Now let's see, what do I have here that I might be able to do something with? The mummy's almost dead. Let's go with protection against alignment. Shit. Protection from evil. Ah, shit. She's hasting. I didn't even know she had that one. Alright, well. How the hell did you get all the way over there, you fucking spider? The fucking spider wants to annoy me. Okay. I'm thinking actually I might use that one too. Let me remind myself what this one actually does. It's not terrible. Yeah, problem is, I don't have a lot of really good stuff this time. Oh, but I do have a book of 50 spells or plus. You know what? Let's fucking do this. Alright, there she is. Oh. Hey! Oh, wow. That resistance versus elements was actually pretty fucking useful. Ow. That one. That one hurt, but you know what? Fuck it. Shit. Fuck. Alright. Trying it again. It is, but right now I've got a minor globe of invulnerability on. So, so that actually does the same thing. So, but it is one I intend to switch to when I can. Unfortunately, she's hitting me with electricity, and I don't have enough to deal with the electricity. But that's alright. We'll get there. That actually didn't go too badly. For me. Fuck, this is annoying. Alright. Like I said, this is going to be all day for me. I suspect once I finish this, I will call it a night. Because I don't think this is going to be finished anytime soon. Alright. I could put in the bark skin, but ideally I'm not going to use it yet. Alright. The arrow pinging does work fairly well for the short term. It's just I gotta figure out a better way to deal with her when she's not fighting the zombie anymore. Possibly I should use the summons at that point, but I really don't want to. I gotta be a little closer to her, but that is an option, definitely. The thing is, I need to keep her away from me, because she unfortunately hits really hard. So, but we'll give it a try. Got lots of stuff to try to manage. Right now, though, I want her to be focused on him, mostly. There we go. There we go. Oh, she's running. That's good. Alright, let's see. Use all your spells. Use all your spells. This worked once. It did. Oh, good. She hasn't done stone skin yet. I can hit her hard. Come on. Unfortunately, she's going to hit stone skin soon. Oh, shit. Look at that. Fuck, fuck. Get her, get her, get her. Can we get her before she casts a big spell? Let's do this. Holy shit, it worked! Oh, shit. Now I got this thing to deal with. Fuck. He killed her. He actually killed her. Spectacular. Unfortunately, I didn't get the points for it, but you know, fuck it. I don't care. I got the points for him. Actually, he gives me more points than she did. I don't believe it. It fucking worked. It fucking worked. It finally worked. Every single time I've done this, she's kicked the fucking mummy's ass. This is the only time this has ever worked. The only time this has ever worked. Oh my god. Hey, that means I can start the sequel, because I'm not even to the point where I would have normally started my stream. Holy shit, it worked. Oh my god, I gotta save. I am not redoing this. You don't know how many times at 4 in the morning I was playing this and trying to see if I could get any farther. The RNG gods blessed me. Oh my gosh. I was so afraid I wasn't going to be able to finish it, and then poor Sebastian's story would be incomplete. What keeps me coming back? Honestly, yeah. I find the fan content that people have made amazing. I mean, I've compared it to like reading fan fiction, because I mean, some of it's not great, but some of it's spectacular, and you just gotta find the right stuff. And I mean, even the stuff that's not technically great is still really, it's rewarding to experience. So it's just so much. And honestly, I've never really needed really fancy graphics or things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 16. I play Final Fantasy 14. I play some modern games, but I like retro. But why isn't similar content for Neverwinter Nights 2? There is some. There's quite a bit of fan-made content for Neverwinter Nights 2 because it came out with a toolset. I think the main thing is that the toolset wasn't quite as intuitive. So a lot of folks just stuck with Neverwinter Nights 1. The Neverwinter Nights 2 stuff is usually more beautiful, and there's a lot of really cool things they've done with the terrain. There are some more classes, which is nice. Though there's things like the PRC for Neverwinter Nights 1, so you can play with like true namers and things like that too. So, but I think that the first tool set's a little easier, so it's a bigger population. Also, Neverwinter Nights 2 never got an enhanced edition. So I think that's a big thing too. I think both of them were kind of petering out in the mid 2010s, but Neverwinter Nights 1 got got the enhanced edition through Beamdog, and that revitalized a lot of things because a lot of the games. I mean, some modules don't work on enhanced edition, but the farther it goes on, the more patches, the more of those old mods work. And I think they're still doing stuff. I'm just not sure what they're doing at the moment. But I think they're still doing stuff. I hope so. It'd be really great, I think, if they got Neverwinter Nights 2, though, because then I think we'd see a revitalization of both communities, which is kind of the same community in the end, I think. A lot of folks do both. Like Adam Miller, who did the Shadow Lords compilation that I did, that I played earlier. He also did a pirate-themed one for Neverwinter Nights 2 that I thought was really cool looking. So at some point I'm going to play more Neverwinter Nights 2 modules too. That fucking spider gets everywhere. I think that's the same spider. I hope it's the same spider. I don't want to think I've got extra spiders. I think it's just the one. And the cat is still asleep on her bed, so she's ignoring it. At some point she might eat the spider. Or the spider will bite me. Hope not. I'd really rather not kill it, you know? I'd love if Larian Studios made a Neverwinter Nights 3. As long as it released the tool set. They gotta release the tool set. That would be so cool. But we'll see, we'll see. Alright, anyway, let's finally save this. It fucking died. Luck. Well, I don't know, it was a little bit of wits. But I can't believe it. That actually worked. It worked fairly painlessly, too. That's boggling to me. We just got her before she could cast heal, I guess. And mostly it was the mummy. Alright, so let's peek into these other rooms. There's nothing really in here worth... It's just pretty scenery, unfortunately. I was hoping it was like a trap I could kill her in. Oh, they did enhanced edition to Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. They're working on a game called Myth Force. That sounds good. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Rash K usually knows all the good gossip. Well, some mobile games are fun. I've been having fun with Opera Omnia, though I keep starting over because I keep using resources badly. It's like, oh, you mean I can only get these tomes through spending gems that you want to use for so many other things? Okay, well, maybe I'll restart because I haven't gotten very far. So I've played like the first 3 levels like 4 times. But it's fun to collect the little... Actually, what I really like is seeing the little Final Fantasy characters actually interacting with each other. Because I played Record Keeper for a bit, and I was confused by so many things there. But I love the idea of having a team of all these recognizable characters. But there wasn't really any interaction. But in Opera Omnia, you actually do. It's like you get to see... One of my favorite bits is if you decide to recruit Ferris from Final Fantasy V, you know, pirate, etc., is that Zidane, however you say his name, from 9, clocks her immediately. It's like his woman. All of the horn dog characters are pretty funny in that, but they do a lot with Final Fantasy 9 Zidane, and he is hilarious. Open the key. This is the first time I've gotten this far. Oh hey, it's the wizard. Let's talk to him. Congratulations, Sebastian Illustra. You have held back the darkness. Without its mistress to tend to it, the portal will soon mend itself. Rashke, did you see me win? It was sheer luck. It was spectacular. I am so happy. My outfit remains hilarious, though. I have boots now. Alright, anyway. The portal will mend itself and close. Okay. And who are you exactly? Ah, where are my manners? I am the spirit of Merrick Winters. I assure you, I am visiting the world of the living under very different circumstances than those you've just fought. Oh, before I forget, Justice and Galatian both send their regards. You're the one who built this vault of secrets. Yes, I was. During my years of wandering, I had a rare opportunity to consult the oracle of Aisha. It was she who told me of the coming of a great danger that would threaten the entire world, that it would have its beginning in a city called Silvermist. I also learned I would never live to see it, so I set about preparing for it as best I could. It was pretty funny. The VOD will be up later. It was sheer luck. The mummy killed her just before she could get the heal spell off. I think my one arrow helped, but it was the mummy. It was spectacular. And then the mummy was easy to kill. The mummy, because she got it to near death, so it worked out. Now the vault is nothing more than an elaborate trap. The portal was its bait. The guardian its snare. The treasure simply a diversion, so the demon would not suspect the threat. Speaking of which, the treasure lies there. Please help yourself to it. It is real enough. Think of it as a reward, and a reward you more than deserve. And you came all the way from the afterlife just to give me this message? Not exactly. There have been other forces at work here as well. You did not think you could save the whole world on your own, did you? You are a remarkable man, Sebastian Lester, but you're still just one elf in the great big universe. Grammatically, it annoys me whenever it says elven in place of elf. Yeah, where's Elminster when you need him? Elminster's probably busy hitting on someone. There's a time lapse between this and the sequel, and you suggest I take a shopping trip. You are correct, and I intend to do that. In fact, since it's only about 10 now, I'm gonna play the sequel, but I probably will take a shopping trip first. I think Zorko should be good. Just gotta be careful not to buy anything CEP. Alright. Now gather up the treasure and let me know when you're ready. I will transport you on your way. Many more adventures lie ahead. That's true. A ring unidentified. Whoa. Or lesser ring of regeneration. I quite like that. Let's take that. Some jewels. Jewels are always nice. This poor guy's head. Shuriken? Really? Alright. Oji was the spiritual guide for the village of Golden, but found himself pressed into work as a smith when bandits laid siege to the community. He fashioned these and other weapons so the defenders could fight back, and though he was unskilled in metalworking, he offered thanks to his guiding spirits for each successful hit of his hammer. That these stars still exist is a testament to the strength of his faith. Yeah, Elminster's God knows where. Honestly, I'm not even sure this is in the Forgotten Realms at this point. This poor guy's wandered everywhere. Alright. Alright, so... Uh-oh. I thought I was supposed to talk to him before I left. Did he say that? I will... let me know when you're ready. Did he disappear on me? That would be funny if most of this work... Oh, no, Purius. Thank goodness. Okay.
Greetings.
Are you ready to be on your way? Yes, I am. And I'm exported. Alright. Well, that was the end of that. Sorry for the boring parts if you haven't seen part 1. Part 1 was quite good. Honestly, the battle having happened correctly is so nice. But there's a reason my save when I loaded this was at 4 in the morning, because I tried it so many times, even off camera, just to see if I could actually do it, and I could not, and then this time it worked. Who the fuck knows? Alright, so anyway, let's go back to Zorgo's Keep, where I am going to go shopping. Alright. Because there's definitely a time lapse in between. The dog is barking. I should also change the title of this thing, but I think it's going to split it into 2 episodes. That's going to be silly. You know, fuck it. Let's do it anyway. One sec. Where's my doc? Where's my stream information? Alright, so I believe the title is Shadow of a Soul on Fire, which is a very evocative title. Okay. A fighter would knock down made that final fight a joke with the mummy's help. Very dangerous solo. Oh, I bet that would. So you played it yourself then, Reshke? I know you were thinking about it. I forgot. It is pretty short. It's fun. I just, picked the wrong class. That's alright, though. We're going to stay the wrong class for next time. Alright. So, level 5, level 5. Let's see, that was before. This is after. I do like this picture. Kept you up last night? The mystery bugged you? I checked in the tool set. I couldn't see any other way to solve it. So, that outfit's still pretty stupid, isn't it?
Get on them!
Alright, let's see. Let's find my good wizard voice.
Taste my power!
Am I gonna update this? Alright. Update. Alright. Well, did you enjoy the mystery? Alright, so let's see. Now let's first sell things. I can't think of anything here I want to keep. Maybe Justice's head. I feel like I'm gonna sell Justice's head, which is kind of a dick move, but there's a reason he's neutral and not good. Alright, where's the fucker? Harvey! Hi.
Good to see you.
Alright, you look like someone who knows a bargain when they see it. I may not have the selection as some of my competitors, but I assure you have the best price. And I don't think you... Yeah, I think your stuff is most normal, which is good, because I don't really want to lose shit. So let's see. Michael's book. Oh, I haven't used that yet. I think I'll keep that. Sell the gem. That stays there. Sell the necklace. Those stay there. The regular dagger can get sold, I think. Bullet. Floor spar. Now, one of the things that made it hard was that there was such a limited inventory in the shops in Silver Mist. Understandably, but also really frustratingly. Keep the diamond. Diamonds sometimes have plot purpose. Sell the guy's head, yes. That poor fucker. Yep, I'm selling your head. Sorry, dude. Alright, we're gonna take that. Do I want to keep the mace +1? I don't think so. It might be good to keep something. Okay. I don't intend to craft anything, so we'll sell those. The Pass to the Asylum, I can sell. Actually, maybe I don't want to sell that yet, because I don't know if I'll need something like that for the next game. Okay. Did you look at all at the next game? 7 most infamous villains. I might keep that as a souvenir. Beer, clarity, termite jar, fairy dust. Sell the scythe. I don't need a scythe. Alright. Let's see. Thing is, I don't think I'm actually terribly armed, all things considered. I'm just really bad at this game. Alright. Well, we'll temporarily buy this crossbow. And let's see if maybe there's something else I can buy that'll be a little bit more oomph. Yep. Oh yeah, that was clever. The general store sold a shield for 13K that included 20 charges of searing light. I mean, could you use searing light on Azag? I mean, it wouldn't hurt her like the mummy, but I feel like it would maybe do something. That was pretty tricky. I had the right idea all along. I just had to. All right, so let's see. I think I do need something a little bit more. The library, merchants building, tailor shop. Okay, I gotta be careful not to get anything CP related. But then again, can I really get more naked? Her magic defense seemed pretty high. That's true. A fireball only did like 9 damage to her. Alright. Hello. Um. Hmm. I'm not looking for outfits per se. I'm looking for non-armor armor. So let's see. This is a nice way station. This is Zorko's Keep, by the way. Richer characters can buy houses, like this little one here. I am not doing that. I am shopping for gear. At least, hopefully. Possibly not. I might have to figure out something else. But I think there's gear here to buy. You have the sneaking suspicion that when the module was released, the mummy was very effective. But spellcasting AI improved. You know, you've got a point there. And actually, I'm wondering if maybe the patch against the patch for Enhanced Edition might have had something to do with that too. Because I feel like, I mean, it's not Tony's AI level, which I don't actually use because I'm terrible and such. Anyway, let's buy a weapon. Axes, blunts, not really. No, thank you. Yeah, well, let's look at what you got. Alright. None of these are particularly useful to me, but it is kind of cool. Gosh. Look at those. Oh. I can't afford any of it, but it's nice. Theoretically, there's a way to get money in this module. But that's actually quite nice. But not to my skill set. Yeah, I think so. Well, that's okay. I lived. I'm happy. So, what do you think, Rashke? Should I buy a rapier plus 2? I don't think a rapier plus 2 would be useful, huh? Because I actually don't think my armor's that bad. It's hilarious, but not that bad. Like, this is plus 2. Plus 2 underwear. Well, 14 is not good, admittedly, but I'm not really supposed to close and fight, am I? On account of being a squishy wizard. Well, sorcerer. Same difference. This is why I need games that have a lot of loot. Targe and scabbard. Our stock consists of imports. Okay. Belts, boots, cloaks, gloves, bracers, helmet, shield. Let's look at boots. Ooh. Oh. Well now. Your reflexes. Your reflexes plus bonus dodge. Greater boots of tumbling. Snakeskin. Ah. Boots of reflexes 2. Severn's boots. Oh, that's nice. If I knew for certain that the next one had a mage. Boots of Moander. Nah. They got a lot of stuff here. Hmm. Pardon me? Too many good boots. I can't decide on things. I am terrible at shopping. Ooh. You know what? Let's go with the boots of reflexes +3. I feel like that would be useful. Okay. Let's see. Let's go cloaks. The one downside, too expensive now, is that nice cloak of protection from evil was randomized loot, and I don't get it again. All right, maybe I should find that tailor. Maybe he will sell me robes. Because I probably should wear clothes. As hilarious as it is to wear this, I probably should try to wear clothes. All right, let's see. Ah, no, thank you. Okay, that is just cosmetic. That's why I have the character hack, but thank you. Ah, weapon and armor. Over here. Nope, same lady. Shit. Please tell me you have robes. I don't think you do. But maybe I just misread. Light armor. Yeah, this is not helpful to me. Maybe the library. I'll check the library, see if the library has anything I can actually use.
Hello?
Because you don't even have staves, do you? Nope. Though you also don't have... I know there's a place to get bows and arrows. I just can't fucking remember anything. Okay. Ah, maybe the forge? I don't think so. The forge lets you create stuff, and that gets a little overpowered pretty quickly. Targe and scabbard. The Fletchers. That's where I want to... Really? Alright, well, let's see if it's over here. Ah, okay. When you have no money, shopping is a chore.
Hello there.
Nice to see you. You want to take a look? Yeah, sure. That face looks familiar. Ranged weapons. Ooh. You know what? I feel like a short bow +2 would be good. Okay. And is there a crossbow? all kind of expensive. Well, actually, the plus one's not bad. Alright, since I've got mixed ammunition, maybe I'll do both. Okay. Sell that back. Alright. Of course, I could just sell back the mixed ammunition to come to think about it, but fuck, whatever. Actually, whatever. I'll deal with that later. Alright. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get, but let's go see if the mage store has anything useful. Yep. Fucking spellcaster AI. Well, whoever gave the fucking dude heal spells, that's what did it. The fucking heal spells. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna stop bitching. Because currently I am... Alright. Hello.
You are most welcome.
I would like to purchase something. Ah, thank you. This is good. Oh. Is there really nowhere I can get the fucking robes? I guess we're okay here. Can't afford them anyway.
You are most welcome.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll find ropes another time. Still be under-equipped and die. Any tips, Rushke, before I, or anyone else, before I head back into the actual module I'm gonna play? Now I'm gonna go back to my vault, which is my favorite part of this module. Yep. So if anyone has any advice before I end up embarking onto my next adventure, please let me know. Okay. I don't think I'll need that. Let's put that in there. Souvenirs. Alright, well. Fuck it. We're heading out. Oh, lesser potions? Invisible potions, a good idea? Well, that's a good idea, actually. The lesser restoration, because that was frustrating not to have access to restoration scrolls or potions. I don't know if I can afford very many invisibility potions, unfortunately, but I can always sell back the crossbow. I probably didn't need a crossbow, all things considered. Alright. Okay. Roaming around.
You are most welcome.
I would like to purchase potions. Alright, let's see what we got. Aid. Antidote. Heal. Lesser restoration. That's actually not too bad. That's a good point. That is a good point. I will do one cure critical though. And some more restoration. Though that doesn't cure level drain, does it? So let's see about scrolls of restoration.
You are most welcome.
Alright. Do I remember what it looks like? It was hard playing Vipsani in here because Vipsani as a wizard was very big on collecting all the spells. This is too much temptation. I'm just looking for restoration, but I forgot what it looks like. Shit. I vaguely recall what it looks like, but I'm not seeing it. That's annoying. There, that's lesser restoration, so it's something similar to that, but different color. Do I went over? Restoration. Oh, can't afford it. Is there anything I can sell to afford it? Not really. Alright, well, just gonna have to hope not to get level drained, I guess. Alright, so I got some stuff. Now I'm gonna exit. Oh, shit. It'd be funny if I exited and forgot to save, and then I had to do my shopping trip all over again. So, I don't think I did, though, so... Yep, okay. So let's quit. Zarko's is a wonderful place. The way station. There's quite a few way station modules, but Zorko's is my favorite, even though it does use CP1 and it's thus, like, incredibly outdated in that respect. Just don't buy anything with the cool graphics and you'll be fine. Alright, so I am going to start now with Shadow from a Soul on Fire. I think I mistitled my stream. That's okay. Shadow from a Soul on Fire. Backwards on tune. This is a sequel to A Halo of Flies. It is assumed that the PC has played through that module, or else this one won't make much sense. A month has passed. Sebastian's life is terrible. First he dies in Elysia Eternum, and then has to fix some ghosts. Then he ends up enslaved in as an agent for an evil mental institution for 10 years. Then he gets out of there, gets a letter from a paladin, goes to town, discovers the paladin has tried to murder people, and has to visit a sanitarium there, and save the world. And now this is happening a month later. Sebastian's life is terrible. Alright, a month has passed since the tumultuous events. The sad thing is I saw one that looked really good, but it requires a thief. And I love playing thieves, don't get me wrong, but I can't make Sebastian a thief for it. and it amuses me to take him through as many horror modules as I can. He's like, this poor fucker. Anyway. A month has passed since tumultuous events that befell you in Silver Mist. You have moved on, and life has returned to normal, as it always does. Yet you can't help the nagging feeling that something was left unfinished. This is a module designed specifically for solo play, for a good characters level 6 to 7. Hint. There are a few monsters that are far more powerful than your character and will easily kill you if you attempt combat with them. You will be given some forewarning, and it is best to avoid them entirely. Okay, well, I'm glad I got those invisibility potions then. Alright, no respawns allowed. Alright, okay. I do enjoy there's a joy to taking the same character through multiple modules, I think. There really is. Because then you can create your own narrative, and it's really funny. Like this poor fucker. I think this is the first one I've really taken through a lot of disparate modules, unless you count Vipsania, because I did take her through the bridge module, and then I took her through an epilogue module. Or maybe Stephen Lioness, technically. But that was a branching timeline. Alright. Sebastian Lelestre. This poor spoiled elf asshole who just can't get a break. Alright, let's go. The Night Road. This is looking familiar. I gotta stop. Who are you? Hello. May a fellow wanderer in the night join you? Please do. I'm still hoping to find an inn before it gets too late. I just stopped to rest a bit and get out of the wind and cold. Especially in this outfit. Yes, I can see you're barely wearing anything. It's +2, nothing though. I see. Anyway, I just stopped to rest a bit and get out of the wind and cold. The nights are starting to turn chilly now there's autumn. You really need more clothing, dude. Yes, the first shivering witch breath of winter's in the air. On nights such as this, it's usually the custom, while gathered around the campfire, to tell tales of horror. Would you like to hear one? Oh. Sure, if you'd like to. I got a few, but we don't need to get into that. I'm not going to tell you of any far-off place, really. In fact, it's right here in these woods. Close at hand. Oh god, she's evil. You could even go there yourself. But somehow this is safer. Look at the campfire. A burning shield against the dark. Our little circle of protection against, well, whatever's out there. This woman's gonna try to kill me. The light from the campfire shines upon her face. Just to the west of here, there's an isolated house. It is an unassuming building, of brick and timber, set off in the woods. Someone passing by on the road would likely never see it, and even if they did, they would not give it a second thought. But they should, for inside lives the Axeman. She pauses for effect. He was a promising youth, bright of mind and skilled in hand. But being a child of peasants and living in the rustic countryside, there was little opportunity for him. Desire and ambition, when left unsatisfied, changes its nature, as wine becomes vinegar. He quickly became a recluse in the community, discouraging any visitors from coming near his now neglected and decaying house. Her voice softens to almost a whisper. You see, he had developed a deeply unhealthy interest in anatomy. Oh god. Sebastian's got a bad feeling about that sort of thing. Thanks to Excrucio Aeternum. An interest that was fed by medical texts, books on necromancy, and horror stories. He began digging decaying corpses by night in far-flung cemeteries. He would experiment on severed heads and limbs. Well, I had one of those. I sold it, though. Trying to keep some alive for short periods. Oh, I wonder if I shouldn't have sold it. I know, right? I feel that way too. I mean, but there's room for that kind of game. It's like sometimes you just want an interactive story. But now I'm thinking maybe I should have kept Justice's head. Do you think I should have kept Justice's head? That would have been hilarious. Oh well. But it is good dialogue. It is. Alright, anyway. He would experiment on severed heads and limbs, trying to keep some alive for short periods. His whole house degenerated into a madman's shambles. She looks at you. Soon he graduated on to the living, enticing passing travelers to his home, only to imprison and torture his unfortunate victims with his bizarre experiments. And he is still there today, for he's never been caught, and none who have entered his house have ever left it alive. Oh, don't ask this, you fuckhead. Alright. Alright. It's an interesting story, but there's one problem. If he's never been caught, how could you possibly know this? Don't ask her things, you fuckhead. That's simple. You see, I was one of his victims. What? Fuck! I didn't call that. Oh, man. Oh, that was annoyingly effective. Alright, well, let's save here. Fuck. Oh man. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, House in the Woods. What do you tell me? I mean, to be fair to the module maker too, while this is a fairly rail railroaded plot, he does say like the kind of character you play. It's like if you play evil, you're probably not going to be terribly satisfied with the lack of options. But I think it works pretty well. I mean, I'm playing neutral technically, but I think it works for Sebastian because Sebastian's never been malicious. He's just a little bit self-centered and naked. I had the strangest encounter. I was taking a short rest and built a small fire to warm myself in the shelter of a few crumbling walls when a woman approached me from off the road. She told me the story of a madman who lives in a broken-down house not far from here. The woman said he lures travelers into his house only to torture and murder them. But the strangest part of all is she seems to have been the ghost of one of his former victims. I should go and see for myself if this house and its psychotic owner are real or not. Of course. Of course. Will I be able to rest? That's going to be the interesting question. Alright, well, let's roam around the woods for a bit and see if there's anything to find. Oh, let's figure out what direction I'm actually facing, because I'm a fucking idiot and never can figure that out. That was a good intro. Fuck. That was a really fucking good intro. You asshole. Oh, that's to the... I guess that's to the west, huh? She did say to the west, didn't she? Fuck. So that's probably the broken down house. The guy's done some new modules too. Like, released in this past year. Apparently came back to Neverwinter Nights. Which is very cool. And it meant that I could catch him on the vault to ask for permission to play. So, I always feel better when I can. Up in the spectral moonlight, you see a house set in the deep shadows of the woods. It's quite old and rotting away with an almost human-like decay. Oh, dear Lord. Alright. Let's at least get a ghost... not sleep. I keep hitting sleep, aiming for ghostly visage, and I miss. So let's get the ghostly visage. And do I want to take a boar with me? Kinda? Really? Oh yeah, I'm assuming that really is me saying he came back and did some more modules. He did. He just, if you do a check on the vault for him, he's got some new stuff. Seems like a nice guy. I mean, I don't know him from Adam, but he gave me permission to play his module on stream, so I like him. I mean, if he said no, I mean, that'd be his right, of course. This room has a bare, gritty floor, with old paint peeling on the walls like a snake shedding its dead skin. Well, that's evocative. The fuck is that? This gruesome totem is undoubtedly meant as a warning. Or a threat. Oh, fantastic. Alright. I'm thinking maybe I do want to have... Yeah. Let's try not to die. Let's take... I want the +1 that comes with the staff. From the floor above comes the sound of very heavy footsteps. They are slow and heavy, as if someone is dragging their feet. And I don't have an invisibility spell, do I? Some Distant Shore was done a long time ago, as a later sequel. No, there's something newer. Let me see real quick. One sec. Because I remember that being around a long time ago. No, newest stuff. He uses Hartunga on the vault as the name. So if you're signed in, you can click on his name and see his more recent stuff. Hartunga. Let's see projects. I know he. Yep, he's uploaded about a year and 5 months ago a symphony of horror to Us Unseen and the Black Death. Yep, it does sound pretty cool, right? Yeah, Some Distant Shore was a long time ago, I think. Ooh. All right. Anyway, let's go back to this. I'm a little freaked out by all this. Fuck. Um, this was probably a mistake. Uh, it locked me in here. Fuck. All right, let's try this again. Should have bought an antidote. Nope. Fuck. Wait, I'm freaking myself out for no reason. Let's get the pixie. Pixie can let me out. Okay. Possess the pixie. Okay, you settle down. I probably have mentioned that I am not good with horror things, right? I feel like I must have mentioned that at some point. Like, I get freaked out reading Wikipedia's summaries of horror movies. Approaching the staircase, you can feel someone waiting for you near the top of the stairs. As you get closer, he seems to back off into the shadows, creeping on black cat feet. Fuck. I don't like this. I am freaking myself out. I don't know why I'm freaked out. I just am. It's like this is a game where you fight any sort of lich and such, and it doesn't bother me. But for some reason, this is getting to me. I don't know why. I'm just so suggestive, and the atmosphere is good. All right. Well, let's go upstairs. Top floor. Oh, there's a flesh golem. Shit. That's not good. Hey, kitten. What are you doing? Are you being cute? There's a spider somewhere if you want to eat it. I don't really want to use a fireball yet. Okay, actually, let's unsummon the pixie before she dies. Okay. Okay, let's use regular for now. Oh shit, this thing's sturdy. So is that what I saw upstairs? Let's quick save. Why did I listen to the ghost? I didn't need to listen to the ghost. I could have just gone home to Evermeet. On the wall above the beds, in dried blood, is written, "What devils hath wrought, let all men beware." I feel like Sebastian's refrain is, why didn't I just go home to Evermeet? He's got a nice manner. He comes from money. And there's Rance the Axeman, who is not hostile. Okay. That makes me nervous. What the fuck? Still not hostile. Oh, that's a cool effect. I don't like that. Alright. Let's talk to Rance the Axeman. Undoubtedly, you think of me as the most horrible murderer, which I am. But I could be much worse if I wanted to. If I wished, I could poison entire villages. At will, I could slay thousands of innocents, leaving nothing but my bloody axe besmeared with the blood and brains of those I have sent below to one day keep my company. You're a monster. I was born with the devil in me. I cannot help the fact that I am a murderer, no more than a poet can help the inspiration to sing. I was born with the evil one standing as my sponsor beside the bed where I was ushered into the world, and he has been with me since. The temple I was baptized at burned down the day after, and all the books burned. My mother and father are dead, and the midwife was hanged, and my wet nurse cut her throat. He has flawless china blue eyes that never blink and glitter like marbles. They are the eyes of a madman. He seems to be talking more to himself than to you. As a child, I developed a fascination with death and the occult. I would spend hours reading about vampires and werewolves. A drawing of a demon especially fascinated me. I found it in a book I bought in Rodin. For me, it symbolized something ancient and powerful, something that I respected. Looking at it, all of a sudden, something broke in my mind. It felt like I was falling into a whirlwind. He notices you glancing at the torture equipment behind him. Mutilation and pain are essential. The demons I serve are more likely to smile on a sacrifice that died in agony. They must die screaming. As will you. Now I'm getting the fuck out of here. Alright. Okay. Well, he's not as scary as Azag, at least. I think I can take him. I mean, he's just a peasant, right? It's like he's a sneaky fucker, but he's not like a famed warrior. He just ambushes and murders a lot of people, right? I feel like I should be able to take him. Oh, except he healed himself, fucker. Well, you know what? Let's burn your fucking place down. Shit. Okay. He's near death. Let's get that back on. Okay. Well, there we go. What? Fuck? What the hell? Alright. Joachim says you have lost a pawn. Oh, sorry. It's a Celestial, so let's try a different voice. You have lost a pawn. For a moment, you think the Celestial is talking to you, but then you realize he's actually addressing the fiend across from him. These beings represent something fundamental and absolute, the quintessence of the power cosmic. You're not sure how you know this. You just do. Shit. Here's a minor piece. This is Boaz. Of no consequence. What matters is I've drawn out your chevalier. He is now exposed and threatened on many sides. You notice on the table between the two beings are arranged a number of figurines in silver and jet. You try to see what they represent, but the shapes appear too distant and surreal. One silver figurine in particular seems to draw you to it. The vision recedes, and you find yourself standing back at the house in the woods, as if waking from a dream. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. I kind of freaked myself out, but Rance is dead. Did he leave any remains? I think so. Hold on. My angle's bad. There. Alright, well, aside from me freaking myself out, this hasn't been too bad. Ring of Dark Vision. Ring is set with a cat's eye opal. It is a common item among rogues and others who slink about in the dark. Alright, let's see what this is. I have been struck by a weird vision, that of a fiend and a celestial floating in an endless void, playing a kind of game of chess. But the pieces they're referring to appear to represent real people. In particular, they seem to mention that I am threatened on many sides. Well, technically the Chevalier could be my bear. Or my boar. No, my bear. I don't have a bear. Alright, well, let's see what we got. Well, I'm always glad for a new potion and an acid flask. And a bookcase. A key. Symbol of strength, always good. I had one of these books. The 7 most infamous villains of old. I killed every one of these people. Again. Well, actually, did I? No, the paladin killed that one. I know the wild huntsman was at the beginning. The whisperer was at the dock. The Ratia, yes. He was the guy in the tavern who was really tough to kill. That was the one that the paladin killed. And I killed him, Priest of Fire. And I killed her too. I bet they're back. Shit. Flyer. Across the top of the page is drawn a rather garish picture of a clown face. Carrion's Carnival of Wonders. See the taming of Nala, the ferocious lion from the wild jungles of distant Tomoko. Witness the blind sharpshooter from the far east. Visit the House of Wax. Clowns and minstrels, fortune tellers and games. Fun to be had by all. In town for 1 week only. Ah, shit. Fairs are always creepy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this is my thing. What are these things? Fuck. Ow. Well, probably shouldn't have done that. I should probably save, huh? What the fuck is this? You hear something inside the coffin clawing at the lid, trying to get out. Hold on a sec. Leave it alone. Coming from within the coffin, you hear the sobs of a child. Fuck hell. Tear open the coffin. Tom Swift. The boogeyman, he took me. He said he had all kinds of cakes and candies and wanted to share them with me. But he grabbed me and locked me in here. And he said, there. The boogeyman isn't going to hurt anyone ever again. Let's get you home. Well. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for saving my son. I don't know what I'd do if anything had happened to him. Yeah, to think I almost left the kid there. Well, actually, I just wanted to step back and take a healing potion. I wasn't actually going to leave the kid there. But I figured it was an undead thing that I'd have to kill. I want to clarify that. Alright. Her eyes water as she hugs her boy. Here, let me buy you a drink. An ale is shoved into my hand. To think, something so awful taking place right in our own quiet community. Who needs dragons and ogres when you have men like that running around? From what I could tell, it seems he wasn't active for too long. I bet he started up last month. That day when the sky got all red like someone was heating it up in the forge. That seemed to bring out the worst in everything. Old Charlie Watkins' dog, they had for years, went mad and suddenly attacked his kid. Had to put it down with a pitchfork. They hear tell of a woman 2 towns over that very night took a hatchet to her husband. The innkeeper shoots him a disapproving look. Don't say such things in front of the child. He'll have nightmares as it is. How are you feeling there, kid? I'm hungry. Well, that's a good sign. He should be okay. Unless the kid's hungry for blood or something. I really should be getting him home. Thank you once again. Say goodbye to the nice man, Tom. He waves. Bye, mister. Thank you. A young man who has been sitting in the corner nervously approaches. Oh, he's right behind me. I don't like that. Sylvester Tenebris. I couldn't help but overhear. You seem like a very capable man. Maybe you can help me. You see, I'm a wizard's apprentice. My master and I were in town investigating a local structure known as the Chamber of the Ancients. My master disappeared into it a couple of days ago and never came back. Well, I don't want to disturb you in the middle of your drink. Just think about it, okay? I'll be right over here. Okay. I would like to rest. I think resting would be good.
What can I get you?
Hold on. So the apprentice. An apprentice has approached me about possibly helping him. Apparently his master was researching something called the Chamber of the Ancients. This sounds interesting. I should talk with him to learn more. Is there any place around here where I can buy supplies? Well, the hamlet of Buckland is really just a loose collection of spread-out farms, too small to even warrant a general store. If we need supplies, we usually just go to the markets over in Schill. That's a day's ride from here. You might want to check over at the Green Lodge. That's the headquarters for a company of rangers that patrol the Wildwood. They have their own Fletcher to keep them supplied with arrows. She's bound to have a few other things, too. Okay. What can you tell me about that apprentice over there and his master? Ain't much to tell. They showed up about a week ago, rent out the only 2 rooms we got. That wizard fellow asks everybody if that would talk with him about the Chamber of the Ancients. He goes there every day, doing all sorts of weird experiments, what wizards do. In a couple days, he leaves and doesn't come back. That young fellow's been asking around for someone to help, but folks around here have more sense than to mess with things that ought not be messed with. Fair. Okay. I would like a place to rest, though. Okay, let's talk to Quindescent some more. Care for another drink? No, thanks. What can you tell me about the Chamber of the Ancients? It's built into the side of a mountain over in Wildwood. When the first people settled into this area, they came across it. It was already older than anyone could tell, and who built it, nobody knows. So they called it the Chamber of the Ancients. It's supposed to be haunted. Strange lights and sounds can be heard coming from inside. Needless to say, folks around here just plain avoid the place. Sorry about the wizard fellow, but if you poke about in the viper's nest, you're bound to get bit. Fair, fair. Let's talk to Carrie Eleanor.
'Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
The whole town is grateful for you for saving the boy's life. To think a ghoul like that was living nearby. I'm going to make sure my house is locked up every night from now on. Vicom Lanisset?
Greetings.
When I was a boy, I went into the Chamber of Ancients on a dare. Turned out to be nothing but a small stone room with a bunch of statues. Kind of disappointing, really. Otis Sayers? He just burps. Alright. Alright, well, I definitely want to talk to that guy. I feel like this is a terrible idea, but you know what? Sebastian lives off terrible ideas. Ah, shit. You know what? Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Let's look at the wine rack. There's wine. 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 Alright, well, it doesn't seem like there's anything too interesting here. It'd be funny if one of them was poisoned wine. Gasp. I suppose I don't need to steal anybody's wine. I was just curious. Okay, that looks like it goes outside. I should be allowed to sleep up here, I'm just saying. Especially if what's his name is gone. Anything too interesting? There's a sack. Go grease lightning. Oh. Alright. Well, I suppose I've explored the thing. I might as well talk to the apprentice, right? We've looked around. Okay. I'm gonna try to be better about saving, considering I had to replay that one part 4 times yesterday. Sylvester.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Sylvester Tenebris. Your name is? Sebastian Illalestra. Sebastian Illalestra? Really? You're that sorcerer I've heard about. That's a bit of luck. You mentioned something about your master disappearing. Yes, his name is Malagigi Ambrosius. His particular field of interest is other planes. It's something of an obsession with him, really. Well, you know, last month, that day when everything went crazy, my master said it was caused by a major planar disjunction. If it had continued for much longer, it would have caused a catastrophic rending of time and space. That wording sounds familiar. I'm just an apprentice. I don't really understand the such things. Anyway, what's important is that my master had long held this theory about weak spots in the fabric of reality that could be used to move to other planes. And he was able to use that planar disjunction whatchamacallit to track down some. One was at Silver Mist, but we were never able to find it. Another was in this area. That's when I remembered an old story I once heard about the Chamber of Ancients, over in the Wildwood, and I pointed him here. And? Everything was fine. He was running tests and all. Then about a day and a half ago, he goes into the chamber and doesn't come out. I'm really starting to get worried about him. So you want me to go into the chamber and find him? Yeah, exactly. About your fee. As I said, I'm just a starving apprentice. I've only got a few gold coins, and I need those for living expenses. Can't pay you anything. Don't worry about it.
Hello.
What are you waiting for? Please hurry. Well, I need to rest, you fuckhead. And unfortunately, now if you offered me your room, that'd be nice. Alright, let's take a look around. See, that is the downside with these modules, is that if I'd known... Oh, no, I can rest here. Okay, never mind. They're not picky. Where'd the kitty go? She wandered off. Oh, there she is. What are you doing over there? Come over here. I already gave you your treat, so I hope you're happy with that. I didn't give it to you on a plate because we didn't have to mix it with medication anymore. We finished the medication. There we go. You look so offended. I threw a treat at her. And she looked at me like, what? Alright, so let's see. Alright. Malagigi Ambrosius. I have agreed to go after him, of course I did. Because I do that. Probably should have milked the guy for money, but I feel like he's actually the way I came. Okay, good to know. I feel like Sebastian's warming up. Probably, if there were a few alignment shifts in the module, he would be good by now. Mountain path. Wildwood entrance. So it's in the Wildwood entrance, right? I think they said that the temple is in the Wildwood, so let's go north instead. Oh, I could try to go the way... What happens if I go the way I came? Let's just go home to Evermeet, where people are rich. Oh, Claria Shoo! Get away from my garden. These blasted deer are always wandering in from the wood. Oh, these are... Oh, I like these little houses like in Shadows of Undertide. Okay, so let's see what's up this way. Can I go up this way? Seems like I can. This path leads up to the mountains. It's best not to start wandering around up there, unless you know where you're going. Oh, all right. You are very linear game. That's not necessarily a bad thing. All right. Wildwood. The deer. Seems very calm. Is that the temple? It looks kind of like a temple. So let's look everywhere but the temple. Green Lodge. Oh, well, I guess not. I thought that was going to be the temple. I don't know if I trust lodges. I did watch Twin Peaks, as I recall. Sorry, lodge members only. Oh, are you here to talk?
What do you want?
Willoughby Colt. Howdy. Hello. You're a ranger of this lodge? Sure am. What can I do for you? Can you tell me anything about the Chamber of the Ancients? I'll tell you what I told that wizard and his apprentice. The rangers at this lodge have been patrolling the Wildwood for centuries. We've investigated the chamber a number of times and found nothing to it. Though it's true that strange lights and noises come from it now and again. The only time something happened is when that monster seemed to come out of there. A monster? Yeah, this happened way before my time, mind you. But from what I heard tell, it was like a centaur, but with the body of a giant ant instead of a horse. And the man part was sort of like an ant's too. Just appeared one day. It was around the chamber when they found it, so everyone assumed it came from there. It seemed kind of confused, like it was lost or something. Went on a bit of a rampage before several rangers managed to kill it. Huh. Alright, well, that's helpful. Sorry, lodge members only. Can I join your fucking lodge? Because I would like to talk to people.
What do you want?
I wouldn't go too deep in the wildwood if I were you. All manner of goblins and ferocious beasts are back there. Alright, well, that wasn't terribly helpful. Alright, so I'm looking for a temple. And for any other clues. And for people to talk to. Who might be able to help me out. Or at least give me a better idea of what the fuck's up with that fucking temple. Alright. I am very green. I am in camouflage. Naked camouflage. It's eerily quiet. Eerie. Gotta admit, this guy knows how to do atmosphere. The fucking Axeman. It wasn't even all that scary. It was just like there, and then suddenly, like, the entire thing was really creeping me out. I am so suggestible. It's awful. It's like the worst thing. Never, like, tell me the plot of a horror movie. I will have nightmares based on that. I was reading about the Saw movies, like the plots of them, and then I had to be like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping for another 4 hours. Hi. I do not like these doors. Hello? I do not like these doors that shut behind me. That freaks me out. Alright. Well, that looks ominous. That looks like a portal. Do I think that portal was here the whole time? Not really sure. I feel like this is a bad thing. Accidental caps lock. Probably on purpose caps lock at the time, but I don't remember why I did it. Silence. Well, that seems accurate. Well, there's something glowing up there. There's an oppressive silence fills this place. There's a great sense of age and neglect. Ah, footprints. The tracks of a man's booted feet can clearly be seen on the thick carpet of dust covering the floor. Okay. So probably to this ruined pillar. So, a huge solid piece of granite carved with strange runes. Oh boy. This pillar is covered in strange runes unlike any you've seen before. Just as a plug, Effector of Change, my friend, is doing a charity thing carving a pumpkin as we speak. That is Effector of Change, and it's always worth popping in to see and maybe donate if you can. It is to the National Children's Alliance charity. So apparently the whole pumpkin thing, you can choose the utensils he uses. I've always admired that sort of thing, but I never can think of good stuff like that. Anyway, feel free to pop in. Now, the design of this room is both strange and somber. You can tell nothing human made this. Well, I'm an elf, so I don't need something human to have made this. But it also probably doesn't seem very elven. There's a pale light streaming in underneath the doorway. Faint sounds can be heard coming from the other side. Alright, well, that seems like a doorway, and we're following the footsteps. Oh, I think I'm going to regret this. Just in case. The Gateway of Eternity. What the fuck? What? Oh, there's something to try to murder me. What is it? It is a red dragon. It's a wormling. Red dragons are the most covetous of all dragons, even as wormlings, though their opportunity for gathering treasure are more limited, making them even more greedy when the chance presents itself. The small scales of wormlings are bright glossy scarlet, making them easily spotted by predators and hunters, so they generally stay underground, and do not venture outside until they're more able to take care of themselves. Toward the end of the young stage, the scales turn a deeper red, and the glossy texture is replaced by a smooth, dull finish. That's good to know. Yeah, let's switch out. Ow. Shit. I don't like that. Oops. Oh, I probably should have healed. I thought I could take him, but I was wrong. That's okay. I feel that watching someone trying to carve a pumpkin with improvised stabbing instruments is a good way to see how it happened live real time. Yeah, probably. Fector's not an idiot though. He'll probably rein himself in before anything too chaotic happens. Sorry if that spoils some of your fun, guys, but alright, so a fireball on Scorch is not going to be terribly useful, I can tell that. So let's try some haste instead. Alright, so I heard voices and sounds from the side, but I'm not seeing anybody here, so that could be a problem. Okay. Now, let's magic missile this fucking thing. There's my bar. Fuck. Oh, at least it didn't hit me too hard this time. I have to say, I think that belt of shimmering was a good investment. Having a bit of spell resistance has not been bad. Hasn't always helped too much, but occasionally it does. There we go. Alright. So there's Scorch. Let's hope the Wormling doesn't mean there's a adult red dragon to be pissed off by my actions. That'd be all I need. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. Well, nothing too interesting over this way, aside from the little red dragon, of course. Let's save. Let's visage. Let's summon creature. So far the fights haven't been too bad, but I'm a weakling, as we know, so that could still be a problem. The heck? Scrying windows. Shows visions of other worlds. Let's look. Through this glass, you see a fantastic giant city of glass and steel, with colored lights that twinkle in the night. Oh, that sounds like maybe a world like ours. Through the glass, you see a kind of primeval jungle or swamp. You can catch a glimpse at the edge of your vision of something immense, squirming swarm-like body. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Through the glass, you see a vast wasteland of ice and snow. Through the glass, you see shifting colors of unearthly hues and odd geometric shapes that hurt your head just to look at it. Well, that's good to know. In the control room. That's a Githyanki. I feel like that's not a great sign. And an alien contraption. Okay. Well, I'm thinking maybe a little bit of haste might not be a bad thing. Moving fast. Let's talk to the Gith.
I give you greeting.
An elf. The one who wrote these notes. His brow knits. For a moment you sense an alien presence at the edge of your thoughts. Oh shit, they're psionic, aren't they? A sorcerer. No, not the wizard who wrote these notes. He goes back to moving levers and turning knobs on the strange contraption in front of him, dismissing you as if you were no more than a stray animal. Occasionally he glances at some papers that he holds in one hand. From behind you, a portal flashes into existence. Shit. There, that's done it. Now to answer the question uppermost in your mind, namely, what is this place? My people call it the Gateway of Eternity. It's said to be as old as time itself, built by a race of titans who are now forgotten to all but the gods. He nods towards the portal. Its purpose is to act as a kind of terminal, where one might observe and travel to the various planes of existence. The race that built this also constructed a matrix of connecting gates through the omniverse. I myself have been trying to track down this place for many years. It was only when it was recently reactivated that I was able to trace its energies back to its source. What was all that you said about notes and a wizard? I'm trying to find a wizard. When I arrived here, the place was empty, but I did find these papers laying on the ground. They were filled with arcane formula, written in the common tongue. It was easy to deduce that they must have been written by a wizard from your world. They show a remarkable understanding of applied planar theory. For a human, that is. But where did he go? Who knows? The Omniverse is a big place. According to these notes, this portal should lead back to your prime material plane. I'm not on the prime material plane? Perhaps you returned there. It's conceivable that you just missed each other. And what about the young dragon outside? That was my traveling companion. You don't seem very concerned about him. The weak fall, the strong prevail. That is the fundamental nature of existence. Knowledge is strength, such is the knowledge of this place. But such knowledge becomes even more precious the less who possess it. Shit, he's gonna kill me. Yep, called it. Alright. Let's hope I can take this fucker. Alright, well that's doing okay. So let's cure wounds. Alright. Alright, well, fortunately, a few magic missiles to the face, and he is up, about to heal himself. Fuck. Oh shit, I'm fucked now. Oh, nice. My summon bar killed him. Well, that worked out. Fucker shouldn't have underestimated a boar. Alright, well, let's see what he's got here. Maybe he's got some notes. Notes. And an amulet. What's this? Crystal necklace. Spell penetration. Do I have spell penetration? I should. I do. Alright, well, I'll keep it, but it doesn't stack, I think, so. Well, let's look at the notes. Several sheets of arcane formula. They seem to have been used for little more than scratch paper. They are filled with scribbled notes, rough equations that have been redone several times, and a number of items that have been either checked off or scratched through. Alright, well, we got the Githyanki's dead. There's an alien contraption. Do I want to touch it? Let's touch it. This control panel on the strange device is a confusing array of buttons, knobs, and levers. Alright, well, I'm probably not going to fuck with it then. Because I'd really just rather go home. I feel like Sebastian spends most of his time going, oh my god, I should have gone back to Evermeet. Why have I not gone back to Evermeet? I think he's a little afraid that if he... Okay, back to the Chamber of the Ancients. I think he's a little afraid that if he goes back... Can I go back? No. Alright, well that's unnerving. I think he's afraid that if he goes back to Evermeet, it'll, like, be possessed by some Lovecraftian demon at this point. End times? Why does this keep happening? Why? I've tracked the wizard to an eerie alien structure that a Githyanki tells me is called the Gateway of Eternity. The Githyanki also found notes from a human wizard lying on the floor and opened a portal back to the prime material plane. My search continues. Why does this keep happening? Something bright and awful has kissed the world and left behind its crimson lipstick smear. The soil is curdled, and what little grows wrong. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Why does this keep happening? Every time I go somewhere, something turns red. Why? Why? Sebastian just wants a nap. He could, you know, you could retire, dude. Just go back to Evermeet, retire. Well, this is not where I came from. I'm fairly certain of that. Puddles of hot ammonia lie raw and wet on the ground, glistening like open sores. There's a rattle in the cough of the wind. So, is this the... Oh! Toby Miller. Who are you? Can't keep running anymore. What's the point? It's all over. They're dead. They're all dead. I don't understand. What's going on here? Who's dead? Why does that name sound familiar? Everyone. Wizards and kings, warriors and peasants. Doesn't matter who you were. They're gone, wiped out. Even my wife Jana. The horror is not too deep for an individual to mean something. She had a life, a purpose, was beloved. How did they all die? What killed them? Earthquakes, fires, plagues, acid falling from the sky like rain. Take your pick. A few of atrocities, murders, and burning children. The worst was being ripped apart by the destroyer. What's the destroyer? It sounds like you've never seen him. You're lucky. He slaughtered entire armies. He's invincible. Imagine what it might look like if your worst nightmare was boiled down to its essence and distilled into corporeal form. If all the smoke, all the old cobwebs, and all the ambiguous shifting shadows would rise up and wade on two legs through the night. If evil had a spirit, and that spirit walked like a man. I don't understand. How did all this happen? Yes, there are some who still don't know the full story. It started about a month ago in the city of Silvermist. I remember that. A demon possessed the corpse of a sorcerer while flies swarmed about its rotting headlights and perverse halo. I remember that too. She opened a channel with the lower planes called the portal of a pandemonium and brought untold death and destruction to the world. I won there, though. They say a sorcerer named Sebastian Illestre tried to stop her, but she easily killed him. Oh, okay, I'm in a parallel fucking universe. She ripped the sorcerer's head from his shoulders, and then placed it on a spike, and went out to trample the world, carrying before her hideous standard. That's impossible. Look round. Don't tell me it's impossible. Everyone I ever knew is dead. We're next. The destroyer is nearby. I'm not going to let the thing rend me apart. Better to die by my own hand. I'm coming, Jana, honey. I'm coming to join you. Okay, so I am now in a parallel world where I failed. Oh, shit. I might want to get the fuck out of here. Can I go back? Okay, there's Curer. Let's talk to her. You fool, you want to be killed? You want to die? Wandering about in the open like this, don't you know the destroyer has been in the area? Not to mention, once again, it's hailing fire and ice mixed. Quick, get inside. The other survivors are gathered there. Who are you? Names are for tombstones. Come on. Okay. I'd like to finish my map, but I guess I'm going here now. Oh. It's the Green Lodge. Okay. Actually, let's save. I want to finish up my map. If it doesn't kill me first. Alright. So, I have made it to a timeline or dimension where I died. It did not stop Azag. That's good to know. Maybe this is the real timeline all along, and I only thought I stopped her. And it was a death fantasy. Of course, I'm here now, so that would imply that it was not a death fantasy indeed, but, you know, hard to say. Alright, so now let's get back up to the lodge. Okay. Well, this looks an awful lot like the part of the area I came in from, except that part was not red. Hi, baby. What are you doing? What are you doing, little girl? Hold on one sec. You scratching stuff? Aw, you are cute. She would eat me if she could, I think. Alright, so let's get back into the Green Lodge then. Okay. Well, this seems like a nice place. We have... Oh, I remember Willoughby Colt. I met him before. And there's Meligagi Ambrosius. Alright, he should be interesting because I wonder if he's the one from my world or if he's the one from this world. Alright, let's talk to Curar.
Greetings and well met.
This is the one I found outside. They all eye you. As far as we can tell, we gathered here are the last survivors. And this region is the last place in the world that can be truly called a place. The rest of reality is broken down into a sludge of bubbling nightmare. And this destroyer I've heard about, where's he? Near enough. I met him once and barely escaped with my life. The others I traveled with were not so lucky. It moved like a child, a flailing engine of unhindered force. His muscles hump and grind like rotting beasts, roiling under a hide of burnt leather. Its skin is the sticky darkness of old blood, and it is all knobbed and pitted with corruption. He has a mouth full of razors, and his eyes seethe with a cold, stark power. Okay, not really a fan of the R word there, but, well. Are we safe here? No place is safe from the destroyer. It's said he can smell the blood of the living half a world away. He is a beast of singular purpose. His purpose is to find, his purpose is to follow, and to catch and to kill. You don't understand. This doesn't make any sense. This should never have happened. The world was safe. Everything was fine just a short while ago. He sounds like the other guy I found earlier. Maybe you should go talk to him. She points to a man standing alone in the corner. He seems to be working on something, but what it is you cannot see. That's an evocative description. It is, it is. Yes, that might be a good idea. Look, you caught us in the middle of a planning session. Maybe a little later we can introduce ourselves properly. What are you planning? My lad, we're planning to do what everyone plans to do when they're faced with a hopeless cause. Make a final stand. We'll go down fighting. Alright, can I talk to anyone individually? Please, we haven't finished our planning session yet. Will be time to talk later. Why are you acting so funny? Don't you recognize me? We just talked a short while ago. Remember? I asked about the chamber. I've never seen you before in my life. Parallel dimension.
Greetings.
Try not to get in my way. We must go into eternity. I prefer to go by the scenic route.
Hello to you.
Gods have abandoned us.
Hello.
The earth is dead and we're about fleas crawling on his carcass. That's a good line. Alright, I think you know what's going on.
Greetings.
He's so focused on what he's working on, he doesn't notice you approach. Malagigi and Burst, yes, I presume. Huh? What? Who might you be? My name is Sebastian Lester. I'm a sorcerer. Your apprentice sent me to find you. Did he now? More likely he was just trying to sing you to your death, like he did me. Why do you say that? Because someone made a small but significant change in the formula in my workbook. The same formula that I would use to figure my way back to our plane. And Sylvester was the only person besides myself who had access to my workbook. He's the one who discovered the Chamber of the Ancients for me. He sent me through the portal, knowing full well that with the wrong formulas, I'd end up here. And he did the same with you. Wait a minute, back up. Are you saying this isn't our plane? Yeah, keep up, Sebastian. I figured this out a while ago. Do you find all of the mods in Neverwinter Vault? Yeah, like Rushke says, that's where the majority are. There are a few that are exclusively on the Nexus. That's where you usually get Skyrim mods. But most are on the Vault, and there are a few like scattered. Yep, that's the Vault title. It's great. If you go into the articles section, there are folks who make lists of different types of modules. So if there's something you're looking for in particular, you can often find like genres. Like I found this set, like the ones I played earlier, on a horror module recommendation list. A lot of the module recommendation lists are old, so you're not going to get a lot of newer stuff on there, but they're still pretty good. There are some module lists that sort by prime material plane. Oh yeah, I love the lists. The cool thing about that one is if you wanted to play something in Dragonlance or in Greyhawk, if there are any available, you can find them there. Because there are some that aren't set in the Forgotten Realms, or set in specific places. So there's a lot of really cool lists there too to look at. There's so much that it's really hard to to pick things out. There are I think they also have like the old Hall of Fame lists from the old site. They have those, which means you'll have a good way to find a lot of the classic older modules. And I think they still have like Hall of Fame popular module lists links available alongside. One thing to take a look at if you're not really adept at installing things on your own, or if you're like me and you like to be able to uninstall things without fucking with everything else, there's something called the Neverwinter installer tool, and it's on the side. It's very cool because it makes installing modules a snap, and it converts them for enhanced edition if there are older niggly pieces. Anyway, so I was about to say, because Sebastian's slower than I am, he's surprised this isn't our plane. Precisely. I've long theorized the existence of alternate realities. There are many possible directions a life can take. This omniverse is the collection of all these possibilities. In one plane, a person may go left. In another, he may go right. In one plane, a soldier might be hit by an arrow. In another, the arrow might miss him. Or a sorcerer might lose the battle in Silver Mist and fail to prevent the end of the world. We're in one of many of my saved games from yesterday, clearly. Well, yes, I guess so. The point is, with these formulas, you can't just go in and change a few numbers at random. You have to know what you're doing. This is advanced planar mechanics we're talking about here. That means Sylvester must have had help. He's just an apprentice, after all. You should have seen him struggle his way through a simple incantation. Someone wanted us to wind up in this world of dust and blood. But who? And why? Beats me, but I'll show them. See this? It's an amulet of the plains. I've been working on it for some time. I've managed to correct the formulas in my workbook, and have keyed the amulet so it will act as a passageway between this plane and our own. I hope. All I have to do is add a few finishing touches to make sure it's stable and... What was that noise? He runs over and joins the rest of the group. Shit. He's gonna die, and I'm gonna end up looting the amulet from his corpse, I think. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Well, let's try to kill that thing, huh? Before it kills all of my friends. Oh, that's nothing I'm doing is having an effect. Nope. Oh. Well, he did say that there are a few things that you can't fight, that there'll be a warning about it. I think Sebastian's gonna be a fucking coward. Yep, now we know what happens every time I reloaded. Yes. Okay. I mean, I am actually a good guy, so I probably should try to fight this thing. Oh, nope. Dead.
We return.
Alright, well, anyway, let's reload. Shit. I should have saved before I did that. I thought I did. I was wrong. Hi, Kit Kat. You're so cute. Alright. Well, let's go talk to them again. We'll zip through the dialogue.
Greetings and
Alright. Da 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 da. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to hide from the destroyer then. I'm actually glad I'm playing neutral because it seems more likely that I would hide from the destroyer. Actually, let's talk to Willoughby Colt very briefly. Which is a cool name, let's be honest.
and
What do
well
you
met.
want?
Okay.
Greetings.
Alright. Alright, so here we're gonna save... Alright, so... Well, let's try to fight him first, but we're not gonna get too close. Oh shit, it's coming after me. I probably should have tried to help kill it, but it was pretty much immune. Oh, come on. There it is. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Wait, what happened to it? Oh, it's uninjured over there. Well, probably a good thing I'm a neutral then, because I'm a bit of a coward. Alright. So, let's get back to the temple. Uh-oh. Hmm. This is slightly not what's supposed to happen, so let's reload. Well, they had their last stand, didn't they?
I'll cleave your skull!
Okay, do you hear that? Okay. Yep, nothing I can do is doing a whole lot of good, is it? Okay. I'm gonna hide like a coward. There we go. Alright. You could probably sell it for a decent price. Yeah, that sounds like Sebastian. Okay. I'm gonna run. Now I'm gonna run. Okay. Let's hope this book is gonna be enough to get me back into... Did Brother Toman live? I don't know if he lived. But, I'm not gonna wait around and find out, I guess. Oh, now I feel guilty. Maybe I should. Alright, you know, I'm gonna save game here. And I'm gonna go and find out if Brother Toman's still alive. Oh, no, there he is. Hi. Please don't kill me. I think Brother Toman's dead, but you never know. Oh, there's a pouch. Okay. Well, I can't kill you. Fuck. Nope. Well, I'm gonna assume that Brother Toman is dead. On account of I can't see him. He might be still alive. He didn't seem to leave anything behind. Alright, well, you know, there was no point to coming back here, so... I am kind of glad I made a neutral character, because I feel like if I were playing a good character, that I would feel like I had to stay and die with the others. As a neutral character, I feel like, I did try, but I also, I tried to shoot some spells at it, but I also know when I'm not able to do it anymore. So, now that I'm here, okay, an amulet. I got an amulet. What's the amulet do? Where is it? There it is. Amulet of the Plains. Okay. Oh, I didn't necessarily need to come all the way here, did I? Actually, let's go here. Yep, there's probably a whole lot of these terrible dimensions where I've died horribly. Alright. So maybe, rather than run all the way, I can trigger the amulet while wearing it. Okay. Alright, that's not working, so let's haste myself. And you know what, for roleplay purposes, let's do that. Does he see invisible? Fuck. He does if you're seeing shit. That was a waste of a potion. Okay. Nope. So can I use it here, or do I have to be in the other area? Okay. Right. Right. Let's try it. Oh! You use your general early in the game. There are a few less figurines on the board than the last time you saw it. You can now recognize one of the pieces in Jet. Oh, sorry, that was the good guy. You use your general early in the game. You can now recognize one of the pieces in Jet. It is the Destroyer. You know I like to play aggressively. A blunder on your part. It will cost you dearly. Ah, I lost the amulet. The vision fades. Ah, I wanted to keep the amulet. That was a cool amulet. Alright, so let's see what my journal says. I managed to track down the wizard, but that is the least of my worries. He claims this is an alternate dimension and that the apprentice tricked me and himself here. The wizard also asserts that someone must have helped Sylvester change the formulas in the book, because it's too complex and advanced for an apprentice. Well, I mean, it makes sense. The apprentice has no reason to have sent me to my death, unless someone was manipulating him. I barely managed to escape the Destroyer with my life. He ripped through a team of experienced adventurers like they were no more than bugs. Luckily, the wizard Malagigi was working on an amulet of the plains, and I used it to slip back to my plane. Alright, well, that's fun. Let's go back to the lodge. Let's see if Willoughby Colt's okay. I feel very guilty about leaving them there. I really do. Alright. And Malagigi is dead. Mr. Ambrosius. Alright. Cats are fun. Jingle, jingle. Alright. Maxine Fletcher and Willoughby Colt. Okay, new person. Let's see what happens if I talk to them. Willoughby Colt.
What do you want?
What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost. I feel like I did.
Something I can do for you?
Good morning. Morning, I understand you sell supplies. Errors, mostly. Strictly speaking, I'm only supposed to sell to lodge members. I don't see no harm in helping out a stranger in need. Want to take a look? Sure. Oh, those are nice. Doesn't look like she's got much of anything else. Maybe a few healing kits would be good. Oh, one healing kit, I guess. Alright. All the merchants here are very limited sale capacities in these modules. I'm glad I bought some. Alright. Back to Buckland. Now I get to murder an apprentice. Blue Moon Saloon. I like the rhyme. The Blue Moon Saloon. Now, where is that Sylvester fella?
Greetings.
Yep.
Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
Alright.
Greetings.
What can I get you?
Back safe and sound, I see. That's good. Where did that apprentice go? He disappeared right after you left. I checked his room a moment ago, and all his stuff is gone. He tricked me, and his master. Never did like the look of that fellow. Always staying up in his room in the evenings instead of down here with the regular folks. Kinda snobbish. You gotta be suspicious of people that think they're better than the rest. The innkeeper slams her hand on the table. Damn it, Quinn. Do you have to offer your opinion about everything under the sun? Now that you mention it, there was something funny about him. A couple times I went up to his room to bring him a meal. I could hear him talking, like he was having a conversation with someone. But when I'd open the door, he'd be all alone. He played off like he was talking to himself, but it was right strange. Any idea where he might have gone? Well, the other day he bought a map off me. I sell maps on the side, you see. But the only time some stranger comes to Buckland is when they're lost. I'm trying to get somewhere else. He was asking about a town called Honeybrook. Honeybrook. Had to find it myself. Small place. No bigger than the size of Buckland by the looks of it. She takes a map and spreads it on the table. What you would do is go over the mountains, then cross the Wester Bridge. Keep heading east, and eventually you'll run into it. Here, take the map. Compliments to the house. Well, thank you. Alright, I need to rest, come to think on it. Okay, the blessed apprentice has escaped. The innkeeper at the Blue Moon Saloon admitted she sometimes heard him conversing with some unseen figure in his room. This seems to confirm the statement by Ambrosius that his apprentice was working with someone. But still gives me no idea who. She did give me one vital lead. Alright. Well, let's go upstairs and then we'll go venturing. I'm a little sad that I can't go back to the Apocalypse Plane, but probably for the best. Okay. I rather like my head attached. Wonder what we do with the destroyer, though. I am glad for that warning in the intro about how there are some fights that are not winnable, because I probably would have tried to fight that thing and died over and over again. Alright, let's rest. Hey, baby girl, what are you up to? Are you being adorable? I think you are. She is. Spoiler. Alright. Alright, well. Let's start heading up in the mountains while I'm wearing almost nothing. This is a wise idea. Climbing up the steep trails of the mountains is slow and tiresome, but eventually you reach a large plateau. Okay. Well, there are a few things here. There are people to talk to. I went to a parallel universe and saw a lot of people die. Wouldn't recommend it. What's the banner say? Carrion's Carnival of Wonders. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. The view is magnificent up here. I suppose you're right, but I don't trust this fucking caravan thing. House of Wax. Share a good manner.
Hello.
Be wary of bandits. Resting Gallinars.
Hello
There's
there.
the bazaar, the fortune teller. I hope this fortune teller's not evil. I've had bad luck.
Greetings.
Would you like to see my selection of fine potions? I'm trying to clear away some old stock, so I'm offering them at reduced prices. Please? Alright, that's nice. Oh, they're one of each, huh? Don't know if I like that. Alright, well, I think we're okay. I don't have a lot of money. The alchemist, the produce seller.
I greet you.
Potatoes, onions, turnips, sold by the piece or by the sack. Alright. Well, this is a nice plateau. Alright. Trying to find an asshole apprentice so I can kick his ass right here. 'Cause he doomed his master and me to a parallel universe and it wasn't fun. Ah, there's someone else to talk to. Miram Blumev. Hello, sir.
Pleased to see
Here, now, you're not supposed to be back here. This camp is for carnival folk only. Well, that's good to know. Last time I went back somewhere I wasn't supposed to go, turned out to be dead. This kind of reminds me of that. Not sure I like that. Alright, so. Now let's start exploring this place. So this is the House of Wax, it said. Welcome to the House of Wax, featuring the 7 most infamous villains of old. Price of admission, only 1 gold piece. I killed them. All of them. Here you go. Thank you, sir. Feel free to look around. You'll find we have a nice selection of wax figures here. We exhibit both heroes and villains from the past. The villains are always the most popular. Isn't that always the way? He holds up the copy of a book. Our special feature is this: 7 most infamous villains of old. They may not have been the most powerful or destructive, but they had the blackest hearts. You can purchase a copy of my book detailing their histories as a souvenir. No thanks. I've already read it. You've done a remarkable job on the wax statues. They look so lifelike it's eerie, and the resemblance to their real counterparts is uncanny. That's a good one, sir. As if you'd ever met any of them. The last one died centuries ago. Coincidentally, it's not all the result of waxwork and artistry. I did have an illusionist enhance them a bit. Made the weapons glow, that sort of thing. I recently had an incident with a man. He had a copy of that book and a flyer for this carnival. You wouldn't by chance remember him. He had bushy graying hair, mustache, dressed in drab, dark leathers. Aye, a grey man in grey clothes. I remember him. First I didn't notice him lost amongst the crowd, but he kept coming every day. He seemed to be fascinated by the 7. He bought a copy of my book and kept asking me the most gruesome questions. He shudders. He called the 7 his inspiration. Said someday his likeness will be right beside theirs. Last month when the skies went all scarlet and everyone had these nightmares, he's who I dreamt about. Alright, well, let's take a look. Yep. So, let's see. The statue feels cold to the touch. What does the easel say? Dame Gloriana Phoebus, this beautiful paladin, traveled the countryside, protecting the innocent and punishing the guilty. She struggled alone and tirelessly for many years. Over time, she met other heroes, and one day had the idea of organizing them all together in one group, so as to be more effective. It is from this that today's renowned Order of the Phoebus was founded. Count Dahak. Usually counts are evil. Let's see what it says. Count Dahak. This nobleman was a noted warrior and philosopher. He single-handedly was able to defeat both the Hydra and a giant snake that threatened his realm. Beloved by all his subjects and servants, he was a caring and generous ruler. Tragically, he seemed to have succumbed to the Purple Plague. Bran Murdoch. I remember hearing his name. Let's see. Bran Murdoch, the ancient hero king, was born during a period of warring nobles. He was able to form alliances with a number of them, and so bring peace to his land. But this peace was soon threatened by a great orc horde. Ah, that's why. Led by the brutal and cruel Gegor Lampox. Their armies met in a great clash at the Battle of Baden Hill, where Bran Murdoch drove his sword through the heart of the orc chief. Bran Murdoch ultimately died defending his kingdom from a dragon. The location of his tomb is lost to this day. Alright, now let's see. I remember this guy trying to kill me. Trek Amperfen, better known as the Whisperer, got his nickname from an early brawl. His throat was almost slit, and afterwards he could only talk in a low, sibilant whisper. This only increased his menacing presence. For this thief, it was not enough to simply rob his victims. He often tortured and killed them as well. He was known to slaughter entire families. A ring of invisibility possessed enabled him to avoid capture for many months. So hated was he that after he was hung and buried, an angry mob dug up his grave and burned his corpse. The Wild Huntsman. Even today, the true name of this maniac remains unknown. I read this in the book last time, but it is pretty cool. They all seem to be the same. If there's anyone you want to read the description of again, I'll be happy to share. But I think I'm kind of creeped out by this. Sebastian's had to kill all these people. Except the gnome, actually. Let's take a look at the gnome. Because I didn't have to kill the gnome. The statue is so lifelike. It is eerie. From the corner of your eye, it almost seems to move. But when you turn to face it, it's still... Oh, that's creepy. Yep, he kept bodies of women in jars. Bergelishan. I have a bad feeling about that place. Alright, let's see this one. Big top. Alright, I'm going to be right back for a sec. Want to give you attention? No? No? Okay. That's my baby. Hello. Hello, baby. Okay. Anyway, cat says hi. I am back. Sorry about that. Ah, okay. Well, let's look in the big top. Welcome, sir, welcome. This is my Carnival of Wonders. Only one piece to enter. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. Feel free to have a look around or have a seat. Stay as long as you'd like. Care for a refreshing drink after your long travel? We have a choice of ale, or ale. There's a lot of ale. Nothing for me, thanks. If you don't mind me saying, an arid mountain plateau is rather a strange place for a carnival. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Actually, come the winter, these mountains get so packed in with snow and ice, it's near suicide to try to cross them. So come this time of year, there's a lot of last-minute traffic along this road, as people pass from one side to the other. Makes an ideal spot to catch the eye of travelers. He indicates the rest of the tent with a sweep of his hand. Mind you, this isn't our full show. You should see the extravaganza we put on when it's a big city like Rodan or Karnak. Here we just set up a couple tents. Had some of the performers come out to make a few extra coins before we settled down for the winter. Yep, last show of the year. Last show ever for poor Nala, I'm afraid. That lion's just getting too old. Won't hardly take direction anymore. Just wanders around and sleeps. Up, Nala, up. He finishes wiping a clay mug. Now whereabouts you heading? A little town called Honeybrook. Ah, Honeybrook. You know it? A bit. Never took the carnival there. Like you said, it's just a little town. Too small. But a woman who used to work for me lives there. She's a nun at the abbey. Last person in the world you'd think would have become a nun. But she went and did it, that girl. If you happen to run into her, her name is Hecate. Hecat? I've never known how to pronounce that. Tell her I said hi. It does seem like an ominous name, though. I will. Alright, so there are some people here to talk to. Dice Girl.
Good tidings to you.
Would you like to play a game of Jolly 7? How do you play? It's very simple. You place a bet on one of these spaces. She points to a simple layout on the table. There are 3 spaces labeled Under 7, Jolly 7, and Over 7. I roll a pair of dice. If the total matches the space you bet on, you win. I pay even money for a bet of Over or Under, and 4 to 1 on a bet of Jolly 7. Want to give it a try? Okay. Alright. Let's go to Under 7. 6! Congratulations, you win. Care to try your luck and bet again? Nah, I'm fine. Mather Bedman.
It's a long day.
This is the worst lion taming act I've ever seen. Borin Iron Hand. I remember that name. Whoa. I must go to eternity, and prefer to do it by the scenic route. Yeah, you said that in a different context. Hecate, I think? Okay, that works. Hecate. A nun named Hecate. Works for me. Dana Weber.
Good tidings to you.
To think she's blind but can hit the target so well. Amazing. Stock the clown. Oh, what do you have when you don't feel well? Gloves on your hands. Lydia the tattooed lady.
Hello.
That song about me is rather exaggerated.
Well
Instead,
met, friend.
I sent my soul into the invisible, some letter of the afterlife to spell. By and by my soul returned to me, and I answered, I myself am heaven and hell. Interesting. Heaven but the vision of fulfilled desire, and hell the shadow from a soul on fire. Oh, title drop. Cast on the darkness into which ourselves so late emerged from shall so expire. Is it all a checkerboard of nights and days? Oh, this is interesting. Where destiny with men for pieces play. Hither and thither moves and mates and slays, and one by one back in the closet lays. Oh shit, it just crashed on me. Fuck, when did I save last? Fuck. Alright, well, depending on when I saved last, I might call it a night. I actually didn't expect to be playing that long. I thought I was going to be doing that last fight forever. But this does seem like a good place to hunker down a bit. I don't know if I'll be playing tomorrow. On Wednesday, of course, there's Frog Pond Academy. Oops. Sorry, moved my microphone away. So anyway, I am thinking I might call it a night. It's, well, I don't know. I could probably do longer. Let's see where I've let off, because I've only been doing this for 2.5 hours. Almost 3. I'll soon find the twist. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Am I not in the right parallel dimension? Because this all looks like it matches up. Okay, how long, like, I want to leave enough of it so that it's not like last time where it's one battle and done, and I have to figure out what I'm playing next. So, can I be sure that I'm going to finish it?
I greet you in the name of Mistra.
Alright. Alright, when I find the twist, I'll call it a night. How about that? Okay, so here we are. Okay, I've already read through these. I'm not going to read through it again. I'm going to wander about and feel these creepy guys looking at me. That's the only one I didn't kill myself. Alright. So Bran Murdoch, is he looking at me? Yeah, it seems to be moving too. Interesting. Alright. Alright. About 50%? Okay, so that's good. When I discover that does mean that when I discover the twist, that'll be a good place to call it. So you played both, I'm guessing, then, Rashke. That's good. That'll let me know. Alright, I've already talked to that guy there. Alright, let's get back into here and hope it doesn't crash again. It's useful to me when you play these ahead of time. Alright, so I talked to him already. I'm gonna... Okay. Hecate.
Good tidings to ya.
Alright, we'll do one. Okay. Under. 4. I won. Nice. I played enough. Okay.
I could use a drink.
Save. Glove joke. Lydia.
Hello.
Now that guy's,
Good tidings to ya.
that guy's song definitely seemed to be significant, so let's finish listening to it.
Well met, friend.
I sent my soul into the invisible, some letter of the afterlife to spell. By it and by my soul returned to me, and I answered, I myself am heaven and hell. Heaven but the vision of fulfilled desire, and hell the shadow from a soul on fire. Title drop. You just finished 5 minutes ago? Oh. 'Tis a checkerboard of all days and nights, where destiny with men for pieces play. Hither and thither moves and mates and slays, and one by one back in the closet lays. Do you think I'll actually manage to survive it this time? Back in the closet lays. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Hello.
I'm sorry, Nala just doesn't seem to be responding well today. Oh, she's so cute. Kitty. Alright, and that guy again. Good to see you again. Alright. Alright. I don't know what to expect the twist to be. I mean, the parallel dimension's pretty cool. Alright. A wagon. Ah, Madame Zamora. Hope she's not evil like the last fortune teller man. Welcome, noble sorcerer. Do you come here for help finding the man you seek? How did you... While the future may be dark and unclear, the past is easy to read. You find a flyer for a carnival in a madman's bookcase. And now you're visiting that same carnival. It's true. My life does seem marked by strange coincidences lately. Really, lately? I've been torturing you for 4 modules, dude. Coincidences are secret threads that knot the world together. I sense the hand of fate rests heavily upon you. I feel myself pulled and pushed by forces I cannot comprehend. I wish to determine my own fate. The choices that sent you down this path were made long ago. For every action there is a reaction. For every cause there is an effect. Consider a man standing atop a burning building. If he jumps, he must fall. If he falls, he must jump. Choosing is irrelevant when there is no choice. She stretches out one hand. One does not come to an oracle for choices. One comes for understanding. I foresee a time when you will be faced with a decision of great importance. You must be prepared when that time comes. Cross my palm with silver, and I will allow you to converse with the spirits from beyond. I had a bad experience with a fortune teller once. I like that. I did, too, but I'll give her gold piece. She composes herself, her lips moving in silent invocation. Inside the wagon there is a tense silence. The lamps flicker, sending black shadows along the walls. Outside, a lost wind moans along the cliffs. Perspiration stands upon her forehead, and her eyes glaze over. Her breath sucks in, and she begins to speak in a deep male voice that seems to come and go with the wind blowing it. Sebastian, Illustra, what have you done? What have I done? The voice, I recognized it. Merrick Winters. Everything we've strived for threatens to become undone. You have loosed that horror upon the world. The fucking destroyer. All of a sudden, she begins to jerk back and forth, as if two invisible people were pulling on her, fighting for her. Her face twists into a mask of pure hatred, and a new voice issues from her mouth. The voice is that of a guttural growl from beyond the grave, like a fresh, curdling howl out of hell. I hate you, die, scum, kill, murder, eat your brains, tear your heart, kill you, dead, dead, dead. Suddenly her eyes roll back in her skull as a hard black shriek of despair tears itself out of her lungs. She crumples to the floor. Okay. Uh-oh. Is she dead?
Bonjour.
She passes a trembling hand across her forehead. Are you all right? It will pass. There are two presences. The first spirit I sensed was helpful but deeply troubled. The other had a mind like a tub full of boiling cats. I will not pretend I understand what this means, but one thing is clear. You are in grave peril. May the gods watch over you. Okay. So, I'm guessing that the destroyer found a way to come back with me. That's not good. That's probably not good at all. So is that the twist I'm supposed to know, or is there a bigger one? Because that's not good. It's really not good. Alright. So I talked to the fortune teller. And then there's the bazaar.
Hello there.
Alright. We'll meet him soon. Oh dear. Well, I couldn't kill him before. Will I be able to kill him this time? This will be fun. Oh shit. Hello, bandits. Time to kill the bandits. Oh shit. And I'm stunned.
Shall strike you down.
That's true, that's true. Bring the apocalypse back home. Oh, hold on. I did not prepare this well. Yeah. She did say, or he did, Joachim did say Boaz was bringing General into play. I wonder if that means everyone in the town I left behind is dead. That's not good. Alright, well, let's do haste. Now let's murder us some bandits properly. Uh-oh. I thought there were some bandits dead. They're there.
This is going to hurt.
You know what? Ooh. Can I get both of them? Nope. Actually, hold on. Maybe I don't want to cast a fireball yet. Let's not waste this fireball. How did the destroyer follow us into this world, I wonder? they shouldn't have been able to do that. Okay. It is clever, though. Yeah, some ale and a Penelope. Penelope, however you say that. Alright, I'm thinking once I pass through this cave, that'll be where I save and raid out. I'm 9 minutes away from 3 hours, which is short compared to a lot of other people, but I do have, actually I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. When is my dentist appointment tomorrow? Because I think I get to sleep in a tiny bit, but then I get to go to the dentist, so it's kind of a trade-off, really. Oh, your climb down from the mountain is uneventful except for the passing of a few hurried travelers. You make your way to the Western Bridge. There's a militiaman, and yep, this is a good place to call it quits for tonight. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing tomorrow night or Thursday night, but I'm definitely going to be playing one of them soon enough. Okay. There we go. I wonder who is whispering in that Sylvester's ear, but that's a question for another day. Alright. Okay, it looks like Effector's still going strong, and he's got his charity stream going. Charity streams are generally good to do. So let's raid my friend Effector of Change. There's also my friend Emmy Enger, who's playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which looks beautiful. I've never finished Final Fantasy regular, or 7 regular. I finished some other Final Fantasies. Actually, I finished 5, X2, and 16. I like job quests, and Clive was very pretty. All right, so I'm heading out. I wish you good night. Oh, and on Wednesdays, catch my friend Effector of Change, and you'll see me and others playing Frog Pond Academy. I play Igor Knock Knock, the Gnome Reinventor. Have a good night.